Okay, we can probably go ahead and start now. I'm Jennifer Uncle from Scanline Media, and kind of a thing that we do for our Patreon backers at the $5 tier or more is we have them vote on games I can play every month. And for the month of February, we had people vote Max Payne 3. So yeah, it's been a really long time since I've played this, and unfortunately there wasn't a way to actually show you the intro itself because this game hard boots up into its opening cutscene and you can never go back to that cutscene. And I would have just started streaming there, but I had to adjust a bunch of things, turn on subtitles, so the gist of that opening cutscene is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Max is moved out to a different country to get away from everything, but he's still drinking and taking pills and things like that. And he still misses his dead daughter and wife and the life he left behind, more or less. So I'll just start a new game. We'll be going with soft lock since I'm playing with a Xbox One controller. No inverted lock. Oh wait, okay, if you hit new game there, it actually just starts. This was the opening cutscene.
This place is great. Really
I
comfortable.
kind of misremembered exactly how this works. And let me know if I'm too quiet or the game is too loud. I kind of messed with sound earlier, but I don't know how it's coming through.
I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely. Now, like I said, it was a long time ago. Let it go. Seriously.
So at some point when they were making this, it's pretty clear that they were inspired by Michael Mann or similar films like that where they use lots of video distortion to add grit to the proceedings. Kane and Lynch did a bit of this too, especially in Kane and Lynch Dead Men. You had a lot of pixelation where people's faces were.
Or Hoboken, I guess.
But this one goes all out with effects like that.
If I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. You're right. It wasn't doing me any favors. Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited. Really. I really needed a new start. I think you're right. I think I am gonna like it here. It's certainly ain't New Jersey.
This was also kind of the game that they used
It's
to
my new life.
get the shooting down
Just like you said.
for something like Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, the shooting was always the worst part. I mean, the shooting was always pretty terrible in even up to Grand Theft Auto 4,
Listen,
but
I think I
at
can
some
still
point they
do
were
the
like,
job.
okay, let's
What have I got to
use
lose?
Max Payne to
Apart
get
from
the
the
let
weight.
out and
Very funny.
figure out how to build an action sequence
that is a
with
fake laugh, you
actual
jerk.
gunplay. And consequently, the shooting is probably one of the best parts of GTA 5. Though GTA 5 overall is kind of a incredibly unpleasant game that's because I have a problem with myself sometimes, so I ended up beating GTA 5 3 times, one on each platform. And that was not the best use of my time or mental energy, but I still did it. And yeah, it's not New Jersey. I mean, it's fake New Jersey. I actually lived in New Jersey for most of my time in middle school. It wasn't exactly pleasant, aside from a few great friends that I met there, but it was something.
So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong.
Oh yeah, that's another
Here I
thing this
was
game
about
loves to do.
execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death.
Sometimes the line is so
I
good,
realized they were
or
correct.
at least Max thinks it's so good, it'll flash up
I
in big
wouldn't know right
text,
from wrong if one of them was
stylized.
helping the poor and the other was banging my sister. I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Oh yeah, Sleepy Gorgon, this game is entirely
How's the
kitsch.
cocktail?
It's Max constantly it's Max constantly complaining about the job he's not doing well and the people he's doing it for.
Man, that favela is big.
It's basically a gigantic hate fest.
Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man. We better look lively.
Oh yeah,
Place is
I
a
love
nightmare. You just got
I love
cowboys
Max
running
Payne 3 in a way
security
because
downstairs. Something rotten in the air.
it manages to
That
do
didn't mean
shooting.
much. There was
I
always
actually kind of
something
prefer it
rotten
better
in the air.
than
The
I prefer it
family we were
over
protecting were local celebrities,
the original Max
rich
Payne just in terms
parasites
of
with
feel.
delusions
Like
of humanity.
it feels
The kind of
amazing to
people who end
dive
up
through
in
the air
glossy magazines
in a way
or
that's
body bags.
the first two
depending
kind
on
of
how
got
their luck
at,
runs.
but they really nailed it this
Where
time.
are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him. He's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big end cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Ha! Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I was mostly
Ines.
working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good-time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne, and nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick.
Just basically
on an
introducing the
iceberg and
who's
about as
who
toxic.
before
The rest of the
things
crowd,
go
I didn't
incredibly,
know, but I
incredibly
could imagine
wrong.
the types.
Again and
People
again
who know
and
if
again.
they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Passos! What the hell was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear.
You could definitely tell it was a game kind of made around the tail end of the 360 era
It
because
wasn't my own safety I was concerned about.
it's pretty clear when they're
Trophy
switching
wife or
between
not,
video
I said I
to
would
actual
protect
in-game
the girl.
stuff.
I
it works
hoped
pretty
I
well.
hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else.
Okay.
It was time to choose, a nasty fall or a bullet to the head.
Alright. Time for gunplay.
That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo.
Don't be stupid! Don't be stupid! Let her go! Let her go! Come on!
It might have been stupidity, drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Oh, here we go. Bullet time.
Tranquila! Tranquila!
Oh,
Nós cuidamos disso.
that splash was something.
Hey, you need a hand?
Jeez.
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like the voice actor for Max Payne. He has this
Go find him.
nice, gravelly cadence about him.
Sob controle agora. Fica tranquila.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Where is he?
Oh, that's the cover button, okay.
Me ajude! Tô saindo daqui, mano! Manda bala!
There we go. And you can see the pillar kind of get chipped off as they're shooting at me, which is always a pretty cool effect. Okay.
Dragging Bronco along would slow them down, but not much.
Oh, can I not switch between guns? Oh, I can. Cool. And yeah, you don't really have holsters in this, just... Oh, you can slow down the bullet can? Okay. Jeez. Continue shooting! Okay. Oh. I completely forgot about that part. It's been years. Oh, there's their weapon wheel. Cool. But yeah, no holster, just... I carry it with my free hand.
It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive. Almost as much as I did.
Oh, he's not down yet. Okay. There we go.
The control box was on the wall to the left of the gate.
Yeah, since I used the dual pistols, I ended up dropping this. And also, if I remember correctly, you actually are still running through your ammo if you just keep firing within that slow motion bullet camera mode. Which isn't the best for conservation, but if you want to look cool, that's an option. Search for clues. Okay. Oh, right, you can unlock golden guns.
I say so. I had to move.
I don't really see the other clues it's trying to make me look for right now. So I'll keep going. Oh, right there.
The great thing about being famous as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
It just stuck there for a bit, being like, do you want to keep shooting them for a bit? But I was like, no, I'm good.
Rodrigo!
Preciso de cover.
Rodrigo! I'm here! Rodrigo! It's Max!
And yeah, as Ines points out, this soundtrack is done by the indie band Health, and they have this amazing track that plays when you're in an airport fight that's...
You're okay.
And
You're okay.
I listened to it on
Get up.
repeat for a while
Get up.
after this game came out. It's pretty great.
Come with me. Just come. It's okay. Stay right here. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça
Que
local?
porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
I was always kind of into how they don't translate the subtitles within Max Payne. Like,
Fuck.
the whole point is Max should
did
not
good, Max.
be here doing what he's doing
Say
at
so.
all, in a way.
Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
And also just shows how
Yes.
out of his element Max is in general.
Who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFE, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff, politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kinda
Gestures
beat up.
everywhere politics, and
Get this
as
lot
his
home, and then I'll
arms
get you home too. Come
are
on.
reaching out, the words politics appear near his hands. That's great.
Calma. 103. 103.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
Yeah, Max's whole MO is mostly making snippy comments about the places he's protecting or shooting up at any given moment. And this, where he's getting sloppy drunk and throwing up everywhere.
And with that, I guess I was ready for bed.
He's kind of comically it's so over the top that you can't help but find it a bit silly. He just throws up in the sink in a bit and goes, "Okay, bedtime."
A couple of days later, it was back to work. Ferrying
Shadow the
boss's
Hedgehog is
broad with
probably-
dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality.
Shadow the Hedgehog is probably
Then
a bit
again,
better.
what did I expect?
A bit more fun.
These were the kind of people
In
who
terms
went
of
to
character.
nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had
Not the
brought
game
her
itself,
sister
though.
along,
Shadow the Hedgehog is kind of a
presumably
terrible
so she
game.
could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we get to do a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
Boom. It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela.
She's the good sister. Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are.
So yeah, the people you're protecting are also cartoonishly awful.
That was it.
Good luck.
I love this place. Carioca, palavra. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, look, it's Alfonso.
Marcelo, Fabiana,
Oi.
it's been too long.
Você se lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim, Fabiana. I'm glad you are still with us. Come, I heard what happened. I've missed you. I would have called, but you know how it is. Didn't want it to bother you. Hey, Marcelo. Marcelo, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
Well, call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh, yeah, I know, Anna.
The whole thing is kind of cut like a trailer almost. Like if you remember older Grand Theft Auto San Andreas trailers or things like that. Tons of post-processing effects, split screen, that sort of thing. Max hasn't been in here for a minute and he's already shoving people around.
Your table, nothing but the best. Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, man?
I love you, but Claudio booked in advance.
Claudio! Fucking Claudio, he isn't even any good. If he were good, he'd be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't even make it in Germany. Now he comes back here acts like fucking royalty.
I'll introduce you.
Nah, name Caesar. Just give me a bottle of champagne, eh?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. He acts cool with me. What's that? Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. What do you fucking do it, man?
About what?
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you.
Oh,
man.
I totally forgot that there was a dance sequence in Far Cry 3 in us. I forgot a lot about what happened in Far Cry 3.
I think I love a wrong woman. Oh, excuse me. Fabio! Fabio! Ah, my nigga, how are you?
Oh, right, I totally forgot about the...
Thank God
Yeah.
he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Here we go. Yeehaw.
I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time. I knew if I didn't get to the girls soon, they'd be leaving this place with either a price on their heads or a tag on their toes. The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor. There had to be another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit.
Powerful. Okay. Trying to look around to see if there's any more painkillers I can grab. There we go.
I didn't know what they were, but this was a nightclub, and I'd never been a picky eater. It was your typical trendy hellhole, a playground for the overpreened and undernourished. Sushi and house music and vodka, a place you don't get through the
Sure,
door
Max,
unless
just
you're rich,
pick up random
beautiful,
pills
or,
from
in this
the
instance, it seemed
nightclub.
a heavily armed psychopath.
That's a very smart move.
I remembered there was a patio upstairs. About the only thing I'd managed to clock in that place was the smoking area.
There we go.
Hey, Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the
Got it.
girls.
Got it. They came out there. They went that way into the lounge.
Come here.
Go.
Get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind me. Get everybody else out of here. Son of a bitch.
Oh, that is some... Sorry, I guess that's a... That's not great. Photosensitive stuff going on right there. Oh, up there, okay. There we go. Back dive for the win.
All this unfinished business, and all I could think about was my unfinished scotch.
Oh, Max, so callous about the death around you.
Don't shoot, por favor.
You an American?
Sure. Yeah, I'm from Steele, North Dakota, just outside of Bismarck. Anders Detling. This is some place, huh? They told me it was a little fresh, but I wasn't expecting things to be quite like this.
No?
No, see, I've seen things. I was a cop for 25 years. I've seen men run over by combines. I've seen husbands who just ate their wives, but a gunfight at a disco.
You were a cop?
Yeah, just retired. Oh, what a life that was. And it gave me the money to raise a family. Oh, I got a girl at college in Wisconsin and a boy who's playing football for Minnesota State. You want to see their picture?
No, that's all right. Sounds nice. Listen, you stay in here. Don't be a hero.
Oh, I won't. I'm retired.
Happy, healthy ex-cop? Give me a break.
Chega! Que porra você tá fazendo? Como assim? Você tá com algum problema?
Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
And occasionally, if you're just waiting around, they'll start chiming in like, it's time to go.
Oi, daí, mano? Eu tô...
And you kind of just throw the
There were still guys who wanted me dead.
Can I look at the newspaper now? Yep.
Victor's political campaign was starting to come unstuck. Seemed the Broncos' luck was on the turn. If only that was the worst news they'd received that day.
You don't really know what the clues are for. They're just kind of clues in a general sense. Or observations about what's happening.
They were still alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the gatecrashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Oh, that did not go well. There we go. Anything interesting in here? Mostly just ammo. Okay.
This wasn't the time to be second-guessing myself. I had to hurry or I'd lose them.
Yeah, I guess that's the Swiss games of saying, okay, enough messing around.
The one thing I had in common with the clientele of this trendy hellhole, some shared habits. They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings.
Now that's a
Couple more
line right
seconds and I'd
there.
have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Oh, and it's not an action game from the 360 era without jumping straight into a helicopter like that.
Jesus, Max! I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober. Hey, oh yeah, look, there they are.
Come on!
Quick, get after them.
Are you crazy? You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there!
She's making a run for it.
Hey, hold on! Bring it around!
Move, you're gonna lose her.
Got her! Kill that son of a bitch!
Damn it.
Come on! Get him out!
Nothing like a good old protection mission.
Stay on.
Don't worry, I see her! How you doing back there, buddy?
Fantastic. I love this job more every day.
Max, shoot that bastard!
Move, you're gonna lose her. She's headed for the roof.
Gotta get around this thing!
How is this getting around it? I'm building! Oh, look, there she is there.
There we go.
Esse que vai te pegar. Você foi fácil demais.
He's gonna kill her, Max!
She's headed inside, Pat.
It's actually kind of fun when you... It's kind of funny when it's like slowing down because it thinks that you're gonna do multiple shots, but you just do one. Oh right, it wants me to shoot this missile out of the air. Oh, it's an automatic gun. That makes things a bit easier. Again? Okay.
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never-was who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Oh, they kind of took away all my health items. That's great.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso. Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher de branco.
Express elevator going down. Oh no! I just kind of dove off there. Oh no. Try to. There we go. Backwards diving is always pretty cool. Alright, there we
The odds
go.
on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards. He approached everything with about as little preparation as I did. Maybe that's why we got along.
Giovanna! Giovanna!
Max! Over here! What's happening? Where were you?
Are you all right?
What, do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
Passos, where is he? Is he okay?
Had to make a quick detour. He's fine. He's right there.
Oh my god. It's Raul!
Giovanna!
Raul!
What the hell are you doing?
Giovanna! Hey! No, nothing. Go.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passos was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.
Back to Max's apartment. Yep. Max Payne is basically a superhero, but the way that he
What choice
just
do we have?
regains
We have never
health
paid our
by
ransoms before.
small little bottles,
know.
but then
I don't like the feeling of
doesn't
this.
seem like he's much good for actual
What about you, Max?
bodyguard work.
I don't know. I'm no expert on hostage negotiations. I know people who are, but they're in America.
We don't have time for America.
I know you're right, Marcelo. It's not like I don't have the money to pay.
Father made a lot of money. We have always been targets. We all know that. But much as it pains me, I don't see we have a choice. Maybe after we pay, we find out who did it. We have them... Well, we all know what I'm saying.
Who do you think is targeting your family?
Haters.
Who can say? Life in this country is not easy, you can see that. I have tried to do business the right way, but that's not always possible. Of course I made enemies, but I've also paid a lot of bribes. I have no idea.
So yeah, it seems pretty fair to say, like Ines was mentioning earlier, that
People I know have tried to reach out to this group.
it has some things to say
Comando
about
Sombra.
capitalism.
They're not from any of the favelas around here. They're linked to the drug business. Now, what have I got to do with drugs? Nothing.
Everybody loves money.
I just want my wife back.
We can take the money to them.
Oh right, this level. I remember this level taking a bit of time for me to clear the first time. So let's see how it goes this time around.
Here they come.
Bota essa arma no chão.
Hey, put the gun down. Put down your gun.
Bota essa arma no chão agora.
Slow, slow, slow.
Não faça nada estúpido. Me mostre o dinheiro.
Yeah, as Judd
Open the
points
bag.
out,
Show us full of money.
the racial dynamics in this game are kind of
Depressa, porra,
bad.
depressa.
Really bad.
Al, easy.
Vem.
Apparently someone up in the nosebleeds didn't like the game we were playing.
I feel like you could also make an
The money
argument
was
that
gone.
this game
Then I
does a
was
bit
next
of
if I didn't get off that field.
disaster tourism, kind of like.
Bullets came from long range.
Well, that's how a lot of games are, really.
They were well-armed professionals.
this
and
one
I
in
was starting to
particular-
feel decidedly amateur.
It gets into some.
Okay?
It kind of
Yeah.
is. It's kind of like tourism, sort of.
Let's
Oh,
go.
let's go down through
There's gotta be a
these
first aid kit around here somewhere.
areas that you just hear about in the news.
I've been
and-
shot more times than I could remember. But this felt different.
kind of voyeuristic
Maybe
in a
fate was
gross
sending
way.
me a message. Trying to tell me my luck was finally about to run out. Or maybe I just severed an artery and was bleeding out like any number of fools who got shot playing with guns. Either way, I was failing fast. Christ.
It kind of reminds me of how Ubisoft got in huge trouble earlier last year for Ghost Recon Wildlands because it was very disrespectful towards the
At
country it
least
was
one of us had a
covering.
gun now. That raised our chances of survival all the way from nil to slim.
All right, let's go.
The guy with the bag must have got hit. He's bleeding all over the place.
He's not the only one. Come on. I think he went this way.
So this was it. My easy retirement money. My blood-stained 401k. A chance to drink for free while chaperoning socialites around town and making sure the poor people didn't get too close. The brochure sure didn't mention any of this shit.
Yeah, in many regards, a lot of what Rockstar has put out has been style over substance, and sometimes when they leave the substance in the back a bit, it can turn pretty disgusting.
Whoa. Looks like I missed all the fun.
Easy there, Grandpa.
Now I forget exactly what happens, but at some point,
Come on.
Max
getting
starts
flashbacks
getting
to that wedding we
fine
worked in Aruba.
and can dive and
Back to
shoot
the
like
good old
usual.
days when I thought I might actually like this job. Dumb sport.
Hey, careful, my friend. That's blasphemy in this town. You okay, bro?
Never better. Whose idea was this anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. Is it bad?
Could be a lot worse.
Here.
Thank you.
Here we go. Put the sleeve on, come on. All right, don't be a pussy.
So what now?
We make sure that the right clowns get the money.
Who the hell do you think that was? Tried to gate crash our little wine and cheese party.
I have no idea. This is Sao Paulo, brother. Could be anyone.
Anyone with access to high-powered sniper rifles and trained killers.
That's pretty much everyone.
Great. So what now, Einstein?
Well, I guess we get these Comando Sombra their money and make sure they know we did not try to trick them otherwise. Fabiana, she won't come back in such good shape.
Caralho, mano, não faço ideia, foi uma cilada, cara. Mas vamos sair daqui, vamos vazar.
Yeah, as Chad is pointing out, some of this this game is very much sort of in that line of white guy in scary foreign country.
Cala a boca,
Ultimately, I kind of have a lot of problem with a lot of Rockstar games in general, and yeah, there's some pretty cool moments too. Just also, there's a lot of bad with the good.
Let's get out of here.
So what am I, the button pusher?
Yeah. You're so good at it. Good job.
Just another day at the office, huh?
You should have known this wouldn't end well.
Didn't even begin well. It was hardly a textbook hostage exchange.
I guess I must have skipped that class. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Where the hell's he going?
And to some extent,
What we got here?
Does he have the
GTA
money?
5 gets into some of this stuff, but
Tell us
does
what the fuck is going on.
even worse with some of the things it chooses to cover.
O que aconteceu lá embaixo? Quem nos atacou? Quem são os franco-atiradores?
Vai se fuder!
Não estou pra brincadeira, filho da puta.
Ai!
Atenção! Quem você nos enganar?
Covarde!
Heads up. Here come his friends. Something tells me we're heading in the right direction.
Straight on here, I'll cover you. Come on, let's move!
Just doing a quick scan to see if there's any more medication.
It suddenly hit me
There
that
we go.
this bloodbath
No, wait,
was
that's not it.
probably being recorded in HD. The Galatians would be making more than the sports pages tomorrow morning.
We gonna do this? Wasting time, man.
Son of a bitch!
You okay?
About the same as before. Looking forward to getting out of this shithole.
Let's go, Max.
Okay, let's go.
More trophies
Here we
and
go.
game plans.
Oh,
It had been a very
didn't mean to
long
use
time
that.
since I'd had one of either.
it'll be fine though.
We should keep moving.
Come on, let's move!
It didn't sound like we were the only ones getting shot at. Who the hell had tipped these guys off? I didn't know what to think anymore. This town had more smoke and mirrors than a strip club locker room.
In there, in there.
Pressa. Não, aqui, por aqui. Essa porta aqui, fecha essa porta depressa. Rápido.
Totally, Rockstar has a gigantic budget for style very talented artists that work there, but even with something like Red Dead Redemption, which is kind of beloved, and I like a lot, it's mostly your character talking about how both sides are bad and all that. Which probably plays even worse now than it did in 2012 or whenever Red Dead Redemption came out, but at the same time, Red Dead Redemption does things you never see in any other open world games.
Come on, they're going after the cash. I've had enough of these fools. Take him, take him, take him!
Oh. My bad. I kind of got out. There we go. Alright, once you lose your health, it gives you a second chance for redemption.
Max, come here!
A little late to be giving him his last rites, don't you think?
Look at this flapjack. This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
Yeah, I noticed. I'll get you one for Christmas. Come on, let's keep moving.
We've still got a sniper on us.
We'll deal with him first. I only got one shoulder left.
There's no time. The money will be long gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written a book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't afraid to quote from it.
Here's someone.
Look out!
Oh yeah, that's definitely not good. I'm all out of ammo, so I just have to wait for this to happen. Okay, let's try that again.
I didn't give a damn about the money, but I knew what would happen to Fabiana if the wrong people got paid.
It's not letting me skip this. At least the dialogue's a bit different.
Here's someone.
Look out!
There we go. Oh, okay.
I didn't give a damn about the money, but I knew what would happen to Fabiana
I'm bad at
if
video
the wrong
games.
people got paid.
I beat this when I was a kid, but I'm apparently not that great at this.
Here's someone.
Tá esperando o quê? Atira nele! lasso! Look out!
Where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going?
Oh, okay.
I didn't give a damn about
I
the
did
money,
not know it was going to do
but
that
I knew
either.
what would happen to Fabiana if the wrong people got paid.
There we go. Oh, behind me. Thought behind me.
Giving up on me? You're mine, asshole! Vai se fuder!
There we go. That did the trick.
Looks clear. Let's move while we got the chance.
It was time to introduce our sniping pal to something more intimate and short range.
Você tem a mínima ideia de quem
That guy was getting annoying.
How the hell did they know about the exchange?
This is Sampa, bro. That kind of cash doesn't stay quiet for long. And these kids like expensive toys. Here, put this on. Have a better chance if we split up.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, right. Don't speak too soon, brother.
Looks like it's coming from the stands.
Shit, they got the guy with the bag.
Stay here. Cover me. I'll go after him.
Hey, keep your headset on.
Look, I'll deal with the guys on the other side of the fence. You take the others.
Whatever you say.
Sweet. Okay. Oh. I might be getting too gung-ho into these fights. Yeah, I might be going way too gung-ho into these fights. Gotta get some cover. That went way much better. Oh, maybe not. There's still people left. Oh, not anymore. Okay.
All right, I'm inside. Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna check it out.
Neves vai nos matar, hein, se a gente não voltar com dinheiro, né? E a menina? É alguma alpinista social aí, casada com algum cara aqui.
Mesma história de sempre.
Ele tá aqui!
What's happening, man?
Exactly what it sounds like!
Oh. Grenade, of course.
Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna check it out.
Neves vai nos matar, hein, se a gente não voltar com dinheiro, né? E a menina? É alguma alpinista social aí, casada com...
What's happening, man?
Exactly what it sounds like!
That almost went way poorly. There we go.
Claudio, their golden boy. He'd sure picked the wrong party on the wrong night. Although if the past week was anything to go by, it was safe to assume any party with the Broncos in attendance was the wrong one to be at.
Any painkillers? There we go.
Just what my 10 different online doctors ordered. Looks like some kind of maintenance elevator.
Where you headed?
Going up. I don't know. Guessing nowhere nice.
Sign of the money?
Nope. Just people shooting at me. Our surprise guest brought a lot of friends.
They do some really weird words to enunciate
He
sometimes.
understands.
But the little flashing text.
I see you. Be careful, you got company.
Oh, hey, Kyrie. How's it going?
Hey, look out! You got another sniper on you! Make a run for it, I'll keep him busy!
All right.
Come on, Mac! Move! Come on, move, move!
I don't even know where it wants me to run at this point. I think it wants me to go down there.
You gotta move. Let's go.
Oh, okay, it does, yeah.
I made it.
You can hear the little click as I smack the firing button again and again in slow motion.
How's it looking, Max?
It's all clear up here.
What about the kid with the money?
I don't even... Must be still in this section.
So,
happening,
people
assholes?
essentially voted for this game in our Patreon monthly vote. Basically, anyone who donates $5 or more to our Patreon can choose what I play
Try to clear you some
each month.
space.
I'm gonna try and do more monthly streams. I'm gonna try and do streams more often, in addition to the Patreon monthly streams, so I'll probably be going back to Wolfenstein 2 at some point. But yeah. If you ever want to decide what I'm playing during one of these streams. Patreon.com/Scanline Media.
Help me out here, Max.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, this is the sniper.
Max, shoot. Let's go on. Focus, Max. Just one left.
Oh. Okay.
Top of the stairs, Max. On the left of the booth. Shit. Two more up top, bro.
Oh, that way.
Don't tell me you're out of ammo as well.
Try to find some cover.
Why aren't you shooting anyone? On the other side of the fence. Put it down, Max. Shoot for Christ's sake.
Damn, it's locked. I'm gonna try the other side.
Uh-oh, more of this.
Three more. Coming right for me. Now take out the other two.
I'm trying, pal.
Come on, Max. Put down this last one. Behind me, Max.
Oh, right there, okay.
Quick, Max. On the stairs. Come on, Max. Be out here, Max.
Just stay calm.
All right. I'm making a run for it.
I'm doing much better at this part than I did the last time.
No chão, filha da puta. Agora.
Like, several years ago, this part took me maybe 5 or 10 tries.
I'm getting inside before any more show up.
I'm clear, Max. Damn, bro. That wasn't fun.
Listen to me, you head for the chopper. We need to be ready to get the hell out of here. I guess I'll stay on the money.
Sounds like a plan.
Bit late for a plan, pal.
God damn it!
Max?
Shit. Now we got another sniper on me. So let me deal with this guy first.
All right, bro. I'm moving too. Stay in touch.
That's a sweaty face.
place was like Fort Knox.
Hey, Passos. Passos. I've got you on the security camera. Where are you?
I don't know. Somewhere in this goddamn stadium. Oh, Jesus.
What's going on there?
I think the guys that came to rob us are coming to finish the job.
Remind me again, who are these fine gentlemen?
Some kind of paramilitaries, I don't know.
Paramilitaries?
Right-wing guns for hire, ex-cops, military, I don't know. But they can handle weapons.
What's going on now?
Guy's pleading for his life. He's saying that Fabiana is being held at the docks of the Chete River. Oh, Jesus, they've shot him.
Well, there goes the money. Now we've lost the wife and $3 million bucks. The boss will be giving us a raise at this rate.
Yeah, that's messed up, all right. Come on. We gotta get out of this place. Take care of that guy in the IT tower. I'll meet you at the chopper.
I'm gonna make a run for the light rig.
I had a hole in my second favorite drinking arm, and the only way we were likely to get Fabiana back now was in installments. Whoever our uninvited guests were, I was about done playing soldiers.
All right, sniper. Yeah, if you're looking for something that's closer to John Woo, I would definitely recommend Stranglehold. Because that has pretty silly action. I guess I need to take care of that sniper. Somehow. I also like how the guards have perfect side vision, so immediately when I pop out, they're like, oh, time to fire. Oh, that's not working. Is there a sprint button? Oh no! I fall this. Oh, I face planted on the stairs for a second there. Okay.
There was only one way up there.
Okay, I'm going up.
Good. Make it quick.
Believe me, I ain't gonna drag this out.
I fucked up. Okay, sprint is holding A on the Xbox controller. Good to know. Oh, that laser's way too well trained. There we go. I'm holding sprint. Whew.
There was only one way up there.
Okay, I'm going up.
Good. Make it quick.
Believe me, I ain't gonna drag this out.
There we go.
We'd half destroyed Sao Paulo's most hallowed place of worship. Looking back, it was strange how the cops
Yeah,
never
this
showed
game
up.
is very,
Things had a
very
habit of only making sense to me,
inspired by Man on
looking back
Fire.
long after I'd run out of time
It's a
to
Michael Mann
fix
love fest. I think Michael Mann was the director anyway. Oh, jeez. Hello? There we go.
I see you. You're right on top of him. Jump the railing.
This is a bad idea.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's real gross.
I got the bastard. I know. You know how to make an entrance, bro. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, this game is very silly Kyrie, but in an entertaining way. Well, entertaining when it's not being outright gross. But it's a very entertaining kind of situation.
A gente tá sendo pago pra pegar o dinheiro. Não aqueles dois.
Tá bom.
At least we know where she is.
Yeah. Fantastic. Another good day's work.
Trouble seems to find us, Max.
Sure, trouble finds us the same way you found me. Slumped in a bar, drunk on self-pity. I'd been sitting at the bar for 3 hours.
Oh,
or
right.
about
Flashback
5 years,
sequence.
depending on how you looked at things. I tried not to look at things. I tried not to think about when it was that my existence became less about the things that make up people's lives and more about the holes that losing those things leave behind. But I wasn't doing a very good job at it. These pricks had been annoying me for days. They were typical Jersey rich kids.
Hey, tunnel snakes.
The ringleader, I think his name was Tony. His dad was some well-known hood, drug dealer, racketeer, pillar of the New Jersey community.
Line them up, line them up, line them up. Let me ask you a question. Let's go. Where the fuck are your donuts?
This kid had a well-developed sense of humor for New Jersey.
Seriously? I thought I told you to get out of here, old man.
Yeah,
old
man.
Nice echo. You gorillas have personalities of their own, or they just agree with everything you say?
Very funny, old man. Very fucking funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, has-been washed-up old cop should go on TV. Yeah. Tell some jokes about how you got your wife killed or some shit.
Yeah, where's the little old lady?
Or how you got involved with killers.
Oh.
I own this town, amigo.
That's a good line. You practice that in front of the mirror in your underwear? Your father owns this town. Yeah, dear old dad, well-known drug dealer and murderer. You're nothing but a chump.
Hey, don't disrespect my family. You ain't got the right.
Hey, you don't take that from this punk Tony.
I ain't taking nothing from him. God hasn't already deprived him of. But I might start anytime. Now say you're sorry. You
Say you're sorry.
has-been caught, motherfucker. Say you are sorry.
Say you're fucking
Look
sorry,
away from me.
you
Look away
fucking
from me. Don't you stare at me. Say you're sorry.
Listen to him.
Which you want first?
Don't act clever, you fucking leather jacket dipshit cop cunt. Don't act clever.
Get him right
I will
between
blow
us.
your
Look at
brains
him, man.
all over this
Fuck this
counter, every
motherfucker.
fucking where.
Come on,
Tony, calm down. Don't fuck with me, Marty. I'll shoot you as well.
Marty,
Don't fuck with me.
Marty, he ain't fucking kidding.
Put the
Shut
gun
fuck
down,
up.
son!
Who the fuck is this? Hell?
Put the gun down now!
Hey.
Thank you, thank you. Now
Stay
get
away
the
from
fuck
me.
out of here before one of you gets shot!
I got you. Who the fuck are you? I got you.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck.
Go on!
I'm
Fuck off!
get you, motherfucker. Coming back for you,
Yeah.
you fuck.
I look
got
forward
your
to it.
face.
Yeah?
Stay right here. Stay right here. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah, whatever. Max fucking Payne! How you doing, man?
I'm doing as good as I look.
You don't remember me? Pasos. How Pasos? Come on, we went to the academy together, man. You don't remember?
That's going back a long
Oh right,
way,
I forgot he
folks.
was in an
I
XCOM
spent 5
too.
years
An
on
XCOP
the beat in
too.
the Bronx, working homicide. I nearly got killed, man. I gave up. I got into private work. Here, Central America, Brazil, where my family comes from, all over.
Ah, that's great. Travel, see the world.
Yeah, keeps me busy. I take care of people, you know? Proper bodyguarding. Hey, I'm working for a good firm. I'm actually here on a bit of a recruitment drive.
Yeah, well, why don't you drive on off back into the sunset there, Pesos? It's been nice catching up.
At least let me buy you a drink.
Yeah, sure. Anybody can buy me a drink.
All right. 2 more. Look, this is the way we do it in Brazil, baby.
I had to admit, I kind of liked the guy.
Hey, another round, another round. Max is buying.
He had a great set of stories, but I still wasn't interested in becoming a white knight again.
Saúde.
Cheers.
What, I don't look like I go to Shakespeare or something?
Ba-dum-bum.
Saúde!
Cheers.
You faggot still got something to say to me?
Yeah. Fuck off.
I don't like spicks who tell me to fuck off.
Well, good for you. Now fuck off!
Don't stare at me, whore.
Fuck you, asshole. No dick, asshole.
What'd you say?
This
You
is
heard
some
me. I'm not
interesting
frightened of
writing.
You spray tan Guido douche.
Girl sure had balls. I had to give her that.
Oh shit!
I don't know why I did it. I guess I never liked seeing girls get hit. But from that moment, I was dead in that town.
No, dick Guido douchebags. I hope you all die.
Keep your head down! Let me out here! He's gonna get me!
Jersey don't change!
Okay, that was a ridiculous last line. Very subtle. That's a very subtle game.
The bar held a lot of memories for me. Most of them fuzzy, but memories nonetheless. This looked like goodbye.
I know he brought a fucking army down here, but there ain't much left of it. Tony's gone, DJ, Vincent, Joe. Shit!
Oh! Wait, is this... Yeah, it's my buddy.
Long way off. I've got anything to do with it.
There we go.
Time to see what's waiting outside for us.
Well, it ain't gonna be a warm cup of milk and a blowjob. Let's see what they got for us.
The only way my first meeting with Passos could have gone any worse was if he turned a gun on me along with everyone else. I should have realized. Partnerships start as they mean to go on.
Yeah, that was a whole thing.
It stopped. I told you it stopped. We're fine. What do you mean we're fine? Come on, huh? We're not fine. Oh, we're not fine. What's the boss gonna say when he finds out we're sitting out here jerking off when it's Chinese fucking New Year in there?
Those were the orders.
Fuck!
I ain't nervous!
Oh jeez, the cars are starting to blow up.
I ain't waiting to see who else shows up. Come on.
I thought about saying the cops, but this was no time for bad jokes.
It's always a bad time for jokes. I mean, it's always a bad time for jokes with Max Payne. Or always a good time with jokes.
They ain't gonna make this easy for us, are they?
Stay over here. Cover me.
Yes, sir. He could have been setting me up for a fall, but something told me to stay put, trust him. And there he was, back in amongst it to help me out of a jam.
Oh, that's a long shot. Dang, okay.
You alright? Yeah, I'm good. I live right around the corner. Let's go this way.
Let's go.
The bar was right around the corner from my apartment. It only took a few minutes to get back.
It's a nice place you got here, homie.
Thanks for noticing.
The kill cams aren't as fancy as something like a Stranglehold,
Why
for
are you
sure.
living like this?
Like what?
You know, scratching around, sitting in
Or
bars
Sniper
all day?
Elite, which has absolutely
Maybe I just haven't found the right guy to
intense
put a
kill
bullet through my
cams.
head yet. I just don't know.
I can get you work, Max. Work that only a guy like you can do.
Can you give me work sitting in a bar feeling sorry for myself? Where do I sign up?
Saúde.
Gesundheit.
You were the best guy in the academy. And you won medals on the street.
Hey, I lost loved ones on the street. All right? Family. More than once.
Yeah, I know. So leave. Start over. You've mourned enough.
I ain't a cop no more.
And this ain't cop work. This is protecting people in places where the cops ain't too hot.
No thanks, pal. I think I just better lay low for a while.
You, I want on the roof. You, I want on every doorway. And you guys, I want every fucking corner covered.
About that plan.
I'm coming after you, you motherfucking murdering bastard! Me and 100 angry greaseballs!
Who's that?
Anthony DeMarco. He's the father of the kid I just shot.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Max Payne!
You killed my only son!
We gotta get out of here now.
You're not inviting these guys in?
When had I ever needed to invite trouble in? It always found me, no matter where I hid.
Vamos, man, let's go! Droga!
I feel like your apartment was also a level in the first game, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, I guess it didn't matter to take the other person out.
Hey, you fucking dick!
Shh, my boy. Don't be afraid of the fires. You think they'll hurt you? You think they'll char your skin and char your bones? But it'll make you clean in the long run.
Uh-huh.
The joys of hygiene. Come to me, you sinners, you evil men. You were born and built in squalor, but today you will be cleansed. Cleansed in fire.
Okay.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that. But I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for. A chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. Popping out. Scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I'd thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn right there.
Oh, I'm dead again. I feel like Brewer is a character from the first game, but I could be completely wrong about that. Maybe it's just something they added in later. It's been forever since I played the first game. And sadly, there's no bonus sacks or anything like that. That's brutal.
Gunfire over Hoboken. Felt strange to be at the center of it again. The target, that is. Like an old comedian hearing one last round of applause.
You're pretty full of yourself, Max.
Coming into Newark Airport. Get right on the Pulaski.
Let's look alive. We're gonna get this prick. Come on, I wanna hear some motivation. Let's go.
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
I heard something.
Up
there!
Very subtle.
Up there!
What you bitching? Oh, there he is! Shoot him! God damn it!
Another ride. At some point, he has to say, "Not again."
You need some help there, brother?
I needed help 5 minutes ago.
You look like you were doing fine.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, you ain't lost it. Hey, it looks like there might be a way down through the wreck up here.
There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you cross the road to avoid.
And they're always one step ahead.
They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
Fuck off already.
Fucking A, this guy's a machine! He's mine, fellas! Yeah, I'm coming! Time to go!
Yeah, the only way the Rex line would have been more Max Payne if he finished it off by going, "I was a wreck too." That's more or less implied. Not yet. There we go.
Fancy seeing you here.
I'm about to hang this shit up and
Hidden away for a rainy day.
to the street.
Come on.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop and me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
We're really taking a whole tour of the neighborhood here, huh?
I got you covered.
I'm fine with the leather. This don't show the blood so much.
Okay. Where does it want me to... Oh, over here. Okay. You can also kind of see that the snowflakes are moving at a different frame rate than the rest of the game. If you're watching in 60 frames per second anyway. Oh, I'm so dead.
Don't know how much I got left, man. We ain't got far to go.
Oof. Okay.
Dead end.
But you knew your way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah. Think you need a hand?
No, do you? Let's go, amigo.
You like that?
Should be a bit quieter in here.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I can see why you'd want to leave this place, Max. It's real charming.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
You want a job yet, Max?
Oh, maybe the cemetery comes later, but there's definitely a cemetery at some point.
Looking for what we did not know.
Max. You listening? Max! So like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Crachapre.
Why'd you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana. She was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed our little party at the stadium, they were a group of paramilitaries.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow it. The government can't even follow it. It ensures that no one's ever guilty.
So why'd they do it? Bust us at the stadium.
Somebody told them we were gonna be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Yeah, me too. Wonder where the hell she is.
You know there's a harbor about a half a mile up? She's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I've been doing my job properly,
I wouldn't mind playing a buddy
wouldn't be out here in the middle of
roommate
nowhere looking for
sitcom.
some broad
That sounds pretty
on my
cool.
watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long, I'd forgotten what year it was.
Hey, Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna see how far I can get into this one. But after this whole dock level, I'm probably gonna call it. We'll see how far this goes. Oh, can I just let them live? I don't need to fire at everyone, right? Oh, hey, yeah.
Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way.
So I changed into a military vest, but I still only have a handgun. I guess I have to shoot it.
I had no idea what lay ahead, and as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation, right here.
Max, answer your codec.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
There we go.
So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand.
I don't know if I'd call what I just did low profile.
I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive.
Yeah, Jeb, I'm sure someone was just around with a dictionary looking up various synonyms
kind and gentle
for
type. I had to find that room quickly.
Essentially.
Vai se fuder, cara! Vai tomar no meio do cu! Eu vou te meter bala, hein? Vá se fuder, porra! Oi! Dani! Você tá aí? Você tem um cigarro?
The little pew pew. go.
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo. I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
If I had known it was going to be immediately hot, I maybe would have gone with a different gun. Opening that thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, over here, okay. Even his run is very...
That was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them.
Please don't watch the recording. Okay, good.
They'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats. She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her, I wasn't doing anything to persuade them otherwise.
I can just watch TV. I've never seen this when I played this earlier. Like, when I was a kid. Oh, it's an ad for painkillers.
Interfectum é analgésico forte para dor forte.
This is INC.
We have reports of more violence erupting in Panama.
That's enough.
Where citizens are still...
Here we go again.
Sua burguesinha safada! Vou te pegar, é? Vou te pegar antes que eu boto uma bala na tua cabeça.
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho, eu não quero ela inteira. Aí, você vai jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein? Caralho, cara, tá virando uma cilada essa porra, mano.
See, Max, that's the part where you take out your nice gun that you're holding in your other hand. Oh, I was trying to dive off that to look cool, but that did not plan out. Again, it would be really nice to find a painkiller, maybe 2, maybe 3 if we're being really generous.
Serrano had taken Fabiana through the garage door. I had to find a way to open it. It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched. I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
No painkillers, okay. Yeah, that went about how I expected it to. Okay. Oh no! Oh, okay. Oh, I did not even make that connection. Apparently, Bronco is Portuguese for whites, so yeah, racial politics in this game are messy to say the least. Oh jeez. Oh, that did not go well. Oh, they threw grenades at the box that they were standing right behind. That was a slow reload. Much to my detriment. Oh, that was not a good idea. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the level that got... These levels are pretty hard. Oh no! Oh jeez. Oh, what the what? No, what? 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 Oh no, what happened? Oh no. Oh god. And I just faded to retry. Okay. Yeah, that's... I think we're good. I think we're good. That's gonna do it, folks. That's Max Payne 3. And, yeah, the game hasn't held up as well as it did in my head. Like, this is in my head, well, GTA 5 isn't that great, but Max Payne 3, that is a good game. And it's a very fun game, but it has, well, what you just saw, and the writing is something else. So, if you want to vote on a different game for March for me to stream, just donate $5 or more to patreon.com/Scanline Media, and I'm probably gonna have a different selection of games available to vote from. And yeah, that's about it. I'll hopefully have more streams going on in the future, not just the monthly ones. I'm starting a new job this Thursday, so yeah, things are pretty hectic around here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.